Hello, 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 and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Beverly Lucas, and I am the host of For the Love of Cooking Fridays. What do I do on Fridays? I try to show you how to make a dish, a meal, a dessert, whatever we make. It is always better than the restaurant. Why is it always better than the restaurant? Because you made it. So today we're making something that's pretty simple, I would say. It doesn't have a lot of ingredients, but it has bursts of flavor. So the recipe that I got from Pinterest is called Hawaiian shrimp. I don't know why it's Hawaiian. We don't have no pineapples or anything like that, but that's what they call it, Hawaiian shrimp. So that's what we're making today. So let's look at what the ingredients are. Of course, we have some shrimp. So I have a pound of some large shrimp. And one thing that was not in the recipe is Old Bay. So I added Old Bay to the shrimp because I'm from Maryland and you don't cook any seafood without adding Old Bay. So we have that. We also have garlic. So this is a lot of garlic. This is like 3 large cloves of garlic. And then I cut some scallions. It called for parsley, but I have parsley, but I thought scallions would be better. We're going to use the juice of half of a lemon. We have some butter. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of sesame seed oil. Now, that's not what the recipe called for. It's just said butter. But for me, if we are going to use our next ingredients, which is soy sauce and sesame oil, they go together. We also have some red pepper flakes. And the recipe called for putting it on top of rice. So instead of rice, I decided we are going to make some grits. So I have some Quaker old-fashioned grits. Old-fashioned means it does not cook in 5 minutes. We're using half water for the grits, and we are using half of heavy cream. And then we have, also with the grits, I always include a bouillon cube, and of course we will add some cheese to that. So these are our ingredients, and let's get started. But let me ask you, are you with me? Are you really with me? Come on and go with me. So in making my grits here, I have a cup of water and a cup of heavy cream, and I just put the bouillon cube in, and it is simmering. And because I'm only making a serving for 2, I have a half cup of the old-fashioned grits. And the key to grits, for them not being clumpy and lumpy, is, well, first of all, you have to watch them and you have to keep making sure you stir them. But when you stir in the grits, it is very important that you whisk them in. So let me bring you a little bit closer so you can see how you whisk them in. Very slowly. That prevents the lumps. I'm also going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to turn it down to low. I'm going to let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, but it has to be on low. We're going to cover that up. Make sure we have that butter whisked, and we're going to put a cover on that, and we're going to let that simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm melting the butter and the sesame seed oil. I use 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to say about a tablespoon of the sesame seed oil. I think we'll do 2 and 2. So our grits are doing really good. They are done. I added a little bit more butter and another bouillon cube, and look at that. They are delicious. I don't even think I'm going to add any cheese because they are so good. So now we have our butter and our sesame seed oil here. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add our garlic. One thing about garlic is it burns fast, but it smells so good. So as soon as I smell the fragrance is when I'm going to add the other ingredients. So we have a tablespoon of soy sauce. We have a tablespoon of lemon juice. Oh, it smells so good. And then a tablespoon of red pepper, crushed red pepper. I'm just going to add a little bit more soy sauce. So we can have some real juice. And now I'm going to add the shrimp. Shrimp cooks really quick. So we're going to put it in, and I'm going to layer it flat. Remember, it already has the Old Bay. And then when I peeled the shrimp, one thing I meant to show you is that I save the shell so that when I'm making gumbo or any other type of dish that needs seafood stock, I use those shells to make the stock. And we're just going to let these cook for about 2 minutes on each side. The shrimp has been cooking for about 2 minutes on this side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to flip them over to the other side. In tasting the shrimp, I just felt like it needed something. So I cut up a tomato, and I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, so the shrimp is done. And it does taste good. So I added the tomatoes because I felt like it needed something extra. And I'm tasting it and I'm still missing something. So I am going to add just a little bit of honey. If I had pineapples, I would use pineapples. I don't really prefer shrimp that is sweet, but I think that's what's missing. And I think that's really going to do it for me. And there you have it. I don't want to overcook the shrimp. Now I'm going to plate. Okay, everything is plated and we are ready to eat. This is what it looks like. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. We eat with our 5 senses, and sometimes the first sense is smell, and sometimes it is sight. So in just seeing this, it looks delicious. And it smells wonderful. Now we're going to go ahead and taste it. The grits are delicious. Because you really want to taste your food as you're cooking it. So although the grits were delicious, I still went ahead and I added the cheese. And I can't stop eating them. And the shrimp are perfect. Tastes so good. Thank you so much for watching this video and for taking this time to look at For the Love of Cooking Fridays. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, why don't you just go ahead and just push that button, just subscribe, or give me a heart, or give me a like, or give me something, and leave a comment. But again, most of all, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, my name is Beverly Lucas, and you have been watching For the Love of Cooking Fridays, and I am signing off until next time. Bye-bye.